Drake, man. Another week of headlines. So, Birdie, I know you're tapped into this as well, so I know maybe you could kind of help me phrase it the right way. But essentially what Drake has done for those people that aren't law savvy, that aren't court savvy, is he requested legal documents in this round of in this hearing for legal documentations of Kendrick Lamar's contract, criminal history. There was some stuff about like him, allegations of him domestic abuse, and plus stuff tying to his kids and Dave Free and all of that. And then he also made requests for Lucian Grange, whom they have a partnership. Drake and Lucian go way back, he says in a bunch of his songs. So this put Twitter in a frenzy. This put X in a frenzy. The streets were talking. They were like, half of it was saying Drake looks like a bitch, and the other half was saying that there's this narrative that Kendrick Lamar will now be exposed as the small-bodied, abusive, non-biological father that he is. And so you had the two sides of Twitter. They got over it. I feel like we were just getting over this beef, and then here we are, like, back at it again. So, I mean, gentlemen, where do you take this round of the court? Because now it's like, is it a distraction? Is it too much? Is Drake doing too much? Is he a hater? Where we at?
Did you really feel like we was just getting over the beef?
Honestly, I did. From like a talking standpoint on social media. Yes, absolutely.
I don't think so.
I was seeing it way less than I was seeing it before.
Yeah,
Before this.
this.
Not gonna say it was over, but we were. It was the quietest it's been in the year.
It's a lot
since
more
it happened.
going on now too. There's a lot of good projects that have been dropping this last month or so, last 2-3 months for real. So, last year motherfuckers was scared to drop albums damn near throughout most of the year. So, it's other shit to talk about than the beef. But I think every time, what I'm saying, Drake or Kendrick name get brought up, that's just a conversation regardless.
Yeah, that's just where you at with it, Jay Leno.
I think it's just, Drake is petty, I think the court case is like, it's a little, dragging out, I guess you can say a little bit. But the beef to me is never going to be over. Like, I feel like when Iceman drops, like, it's going to be some stuff on there. But
right.
This is just like the halftime for, like, I guess the beef for real. Because Kendrick is probably done with it, I think, personally. But the case is still going on. By the time the case is done, Iceman will probably be here. So.
Yeah.
It's like promo, but it's not promo, if that makes sense.
This goes back to what I've said. I've stayed consistent on it with this. I said from the jump that, look, I think Drake has a very good chance of winning this case. I did think that, the money that UMG has is going to just out money Drake. But Drake has enough money, and we've seen that, a lot of money can get the right outcome for you. We just saw it with Puff. So, to me, it was never that he couldn't do it. It was that he shouldn't do it. To me, it alienated the crowd of people that were truthfully already pretty out on you, but weren't ready to close the door. Like, there was a lot of people that weren't ready to close the door on Drake, and I feel like this was something that closed a lot of doors for people in the hip-hop circle, talking heads, and just fans alike. And I thought that, too, I just thought the juice wasn't worth the squeeze with this, man. I didn't think that the PR was going to be good. I didn't think that it was going to be something that really, like, even if you win, it doesn't change the outcome of the beef. Like, I see the people floating online today, and I know that some of it is rage-based and click, but some people do believe that if it's proven that Kendrick is not the biological father of his kids, or that he did abuse Whitney, or that he did bot his streams, that all of a sudden now Kendrick lost the battle. And that's just stupid and foolish, because we've seen this from years later. We've seen this with Jay-Z and Nas, right? Takeover, Ether. I personally like Takeover more than Ether. I always have. It doesn't change the fact that Nas won that battle. Nas won the battle. You can like the songs better from Drake. You can I disagree with the people that say Family Matters is the best song in the battle. I think it's the second or third best, but I think it's a phenomenal song, and I'm not mad at somebody saying that's the best song and that Drake had better songs. So I like Drake more. Drake won the beef. Whatever, that's your opinion. That's fine. But the general public has decided already. The battle is over. The bots did not dictate the outcome of this. Did it inflate the numbers? If it existed, absolutely. Did it decide the battle? No. The people decided it. We saw that. The numbers were just the cherry on top. But truthfully, the people already decided that the battle was over. And that was something that the bots was just overkill, extra, whatever you want to call it. Because I do think there was bots. But the other thing is I just don't have sympathy for Drake because we saw Drake in these documents say, hey, you stepped on Pusha T when he was beefing with me. Why didn't you do that here? And look, this time you shot the fair one, or maybe you weren't the favorite. Maybe there was this extra push for Kendrick in this battle for whatever reason. And I think it goes beyond just Drake's contract. I think there's been rumors of tension between him and UMG for the longest time. So it goes beyond that. It's foolish to say it's just the contract. It's just devaluing him. And I'd never want to devalue my product by calling it a fucking pedophile. That doesn't make sense to me. So for me, I just see it as something where it wasn't the right move, and it could end up hurting future beefs. I'd like to see what the battle is 15, 20 years from now, the next great battle. I don't know who the fuck it'll be because hip-hop's been struggling to find a consistent star, but eventually they're going to find one or two, and those two are going to battle because history repeats itself. But now, I don't know if Drake winning this case jeopardizes that.
I don't know about that.
And I feel like truthfully, maybe Drake just doing the case already jeopardizes that in and of itself. But that's why I'm rooting against Drake in this case, not because I hate Drake, but because I think it creates a bad narrative. I think it creates it opens a lot of doors that you don't want to open when it comes to hip hop and when it comes to hip hop content. So to me, I just feel like, yeah, man, this was an L. I don't like it. At this point, you're just destroying both your own legacy and trying to destroy Kendrick Lamar's legacy, two of the GOATs from our era. And I don't like it personally. I would have loved to just keep it on wax. It was what it was. Did it get messy? Sure, but all beefs do. And most rational people did not walk home thinking Drake is a pedophile. Most people walked home saying Kendrick is not a abuser and he didn't father his children. Most logical people know that this is just talking shit. And so it was all logical people, I'm saying. You can't look at Twitter as the logic.
I'm not going.
You can't look at Twitter as the logic.
That A minor thing is like everywhere outside of Twitter. Like that thing is like
it's catchy, but
yeah, but it's about Drake though. Like A minor is about Drake.
Right. Okay.
Everyone knows that line. Whether you on Twitter, around the corner, like that one line is very
because it was a catchy. And look, I said this back in the beef. The reason it stuck more than the Kendrick stuff was because there is, for those people that want to jump to that conclusion, there is a little bits of breadcrumb there. Versus Kendrick, there is really nothing. There's that one thing that what's the dirt and all them digged up, and you know that never really got anywhere to where, unfortunately, it could be right, could be wrong. We don't know. It's not fair to speculate. But with Drake, there was like those couple incidences where it looks like that. But I also think the guy that's banging Rihanna and Serena Williams is not a pedophile. I think that's very rational to conclude. So I don't know. I don't like it for those reasons, and I feel like man, this is just some sore loser shit, and it's petty, and it's not doing him any good, because even if he wins money, good for him. I think if you're Drake, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, my man. You are Drake. You've shown that even at the worst times, even at the lowest your reputation's been, you could still go get a bag. You could go to Steak. You can hook up with the streamers. You could do all this shit. Like, did Drake lose money? Sure, but Can Drake get that money back? Abso-fucking-lutely if he comes out with bangers. All he had to do was shut up, go away, and make bangers, make us miss him. And it makes it harder and harder to miss him when he's doing whole shit like this, in my opinion. It's starting to wane on my Drake fandom. My Drake fandom is starting to lose a little luster. I can't ever say it's over. I love Drake too much, but it's starting to be like, when a song comes on, it's starting to be like that, that little like, I don't know. It bothers me right now, but that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, me personally, I didn't read anything about it. I forgot to go look at it, but
Expert analysis.
I'm just on the spectrum of kind of not caring because I'm more so focused on the music than anything. I'm not a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to law school. I don't know if the people who are reporting on this case know exactly what they talking about or whatnot. But even if fucking Kendrick Lamar got proven to be a domestic abuser, it's like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, he a fucking rapper.
I know, but at the end of the at the end of the day, well, no,
What?
Like, for real, that shit damn near go hand in hand.
Cut that
like,
out.
It's
rapper, domestic abuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can name about 20 rappers that have been in domestic abuse situations, and we let it go.
I get it, but it's like the way it's coming out is so like, at that point you're just destroying Kendrick's legacy, and I get it. He fucked you up. Like, yes, you are. Like, Kendrick's legacy is he's this golden boy. He's this unproblematic child.
To some people.
I'd say a lot of people. I think that's why he has the narrative he has.
A lot of confused people. Platte.
No, I don't believe that Kendrick is this choir boy that he plays in the spotlight.
Only
but
an idiot believes that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to be a dumb motherfucker to think Kendrick, especially with the people he's surrounded with.
Yeah,
like,
from the streets of Compton, like, you tell me this a choir boy? Like, come on,
that
like,
shit don't even sound right.
They gave him a Nobel Peace Prize, didn't they?
They gave him a Pulitzer.
Close enough.
Close enough.
That's
the Nobel Peace Prize is loaded. Watch, you already know that.
He shouldn't have got that stuff, But anyway,
he should have got that for T-Pad, but that's.
But I'm with Bird though. It's kind of like, I don't think Kendrick's legacy is like getting messed up like from this for real. Like,
well,
I
if that
don't.
stuff comes out,
Even
I'm saying.
I think
I don't
Drake.
see it.
I think Drake's his worst though. They've been calling Drake a pedophile for like the last 10 years. And like that's like the thing, because they say he was messing with the one girl from Stranger Things or whatever. Like
and
pedophile.
Pedo don't even hold the same. I mean, a domestic abuser don't even hold the same weight as pedo.
It don't.
I agree.
Like, it's like pedophile, and like the other word is like up here.
Gravest.
User. Yeah, like you won't want people saying that about you.
No, I get that. I get that, and unfortunately, that's how the battle went, and I don't want to circle back to why it got there and all of that, because that's all whatever. But just saying, like, at this point, the battle is the battle, and all you're doing is you're creating this battle cry for both your fans and for the Kendrick fans that this civil war is happening, where now every day, whenever it comes out that Drake does anything even close to anti-Kendrick, those Kendrick stans are jumping on him and saying, yeah, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 pulling up all this bad stuff that Drake did or didn't do or theorized to do, whatever, and vice versa. Like, it's just pulling up all the stuff that Kendrick may or may not have done. And so to me, it's just like, man, it could have just been left at raps, and they said some wild stuff, and that was it. And like I said, the people on Twitter, which is not how I'm judging, it's not how I'm judging how people really feel, because some of it's rage bait, some of it's just dumb people.
Right.
But like, rational people were not going, yeah, Drake is a pedophile and this and that, and and Kendrick is an abuser, this and that. It was just part of the battle. And so I think that's just how it went. And so to me, it's just like, it's nothing. It's messing up It's messing up your rollout, which I'm already not a fan of. But I don't know. I don't know. It sucks. I feel like all he had to do was tuck away, make some bangers, come back, and everything would be gold. And instead, I feel like he's also dedicating time to this case, and that's affecting the music. Because I mean, how often have you guys heard those songs outside? I've been outside a couple times since both of them dropped. I don't hear them like a normal Drake record. I'm not saying I don't ever hear them, but I damn sure don't hear them like when Drake drops a record. And I think, all's we have to do, we're so fickle as fans. All's we have to have is great music, and all is forgiven. Look at this guy right here. Perfect fucking example. Good music wipes away all the bullshit.
No.
A lot of times.
Not for him.
Not for Drake?
Not for him.
Oh, not for
Channel, no.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But it definitely helps. It definitely helps.
In his case, in most cases, it does. Like,
yeah.
I think.
So
I don't know.
We'll get to the chance part of it.
Drake could be okay, but it's. I agree with you though, about them not getting like the radio play, like the club music. Like,
yeah.
I don't think they're like club songs though, like the ones he's dropped.
I think they're
Which
definitely
one?
trying
Which
to be.
one definitely one.
The one that's
no
Central
kid.
C
Yeah,
is
the
pretty-
Central C one
No
is
kid.
definitely.
That was
sure.
a cool one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a good one too. But
Exactly
like, what
why-
did I miss? Like, I
It's
mean,
still trying, but
yeah.
Yeah. But it's not sticking like a normal Drake record, and again, that just fuels the anti-Drake people to be like, see, look, he's falling off writing these narratives. Look, he delivered Nokia. That's a smash hit. We all know that's a smash hit. That's a great fucking song. So like, to me, it's not like he lost his battle and he lost all his ability to be great. Like, I think he just needed to go away, drop a couple Nokias, which he's certainly capable of doing, and everything would have been fine. But that's it, Drake. If you want any more consultation, you're gonna have to start paying me like you're paying these lawyers, because I could use an Aubrey check. I'm not gonna lie, I could use a check from Aubrey right now.